Okay, so we got that. We are live now. As we wait, if I could play a guitar, I need a clarinet. If I had the clarinet, it would sound so much better. I'm going to put that microphone like that, and I'm going to put this microphone, as long as you don't touch it, like this. And for you people that are tuned in and you see that ugly face of mine blocked by Ricky's face, again, it's buffering because we wouldn't have good internet in here if we begged for it. See if we get the comments on to make. Oh, we should open that window for a minute, man.
Really?
She's a bit warm. I'm fat, but it's warm. Here we go. Getting down to the last 10 seconds before Peevler's on. The show can start. Once Peevler's on, we know we're good to roll. Howdy ho. Let's get rid of that ugly sign. Live streaming Facebook and YouTube and tubing and Facebooking and buffering and non-buffering and hey now. Hey-o. Happy Pioneer Monday. I'm going to be your guest. No, I'm not your guest. You're my guest. How's that work? We got a special guest today. The more you guys participate, the longer this show is going to go. So we're going to give this 30 minutes of participation. If we feel that the participation is at a high level, we'll go for another 30 minutes. Once the participation tweeters and drops away, we're done. Smack that dog.
I just want to say one thing, Ryan.
Yeah. My hair does look good. I have to
How
wash
does my hair look?
Looks like shit.
But your hair looks beautiful.
Brian Mansker, good. Guys, sit down. We're not eating. Quit being bad. Murph's a bad dog. As I say, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe, like, and share. Henry, your Pioneer auction bird is ready to be picked up, but we're taking care of Henry's birds because Henry is in some foreign country right now. He is in Bangladesh.
So that bird actually has to go into a special facility until Henry's ready, kind of like a gold section.
A gold section room?
Yeah. So
could be. That could be the room we want to put him in. Brian, good evening.
Henry, I'm so nervous.
Oh, you know what? Hell with you all. Let's first say hi to the first guy who's always on. Remember, when our show is on, he lets us know. The Peevler. We've got Tracy. Tracy was looking up a whole bunch of one-off race statistics. Try saying that one fast. We got Brian Mansker, all the way from Idaho. Brian specializes in plumbing and draining clogged toilet. So if you have a clogged toilet and you don't know what to do, ask Brian Mansker. Jason Mihalik, man, that name is tricky. Take a look at it. Gyozo. Wow. That's a tricky one, boy. God. Yeah. Happy birthday, Ryan. It's 1978. Baby bear. Happy birthday to me. It is my birthday. Thank you. No, I'm back. Henry is back. Remember, Henry, you are back. That means responsibilities. Good evening, David Tracy and Bruce Dickinson. The show is caught off with a lot of highs. So what are we going to talk about tonight? Guys, we're going to leave this one open.
I would like to start off by saying, people, you're starting to think about breeding.
We're getting into breeding again.
Just hold on. Let me finish, will you?
Okay.
Okay, so, and some people are thinking about getting the birds set up for breeding. And they've got the lights on. They've turned their lights on now to enhance the birds, the breed. But there's one thing you folks must never forget.
What's that?
Don't forget to pay your dues and order your bands. Because all of a sudden it's January the 3rd, and God Almighty, I got young ones with feet about as big as my fingers. And where are the bands? Oh no, I forgot to order them.
Yeah, hey guys.
So it's very important. Get those bands or pay your membership now. CU, what is it? AAU, IF,
whatever. Hey, and you know what? To be a pioneer,
pay them up.
To be a Pioneer member, it's $125. And we can order your bands for you. You don't have to be a part of the AU or the CU. You don't have to be. You
Right.
just come on to the Pioneer.
I forgot that. Again, mention that again, please. So I can.
To be a club member here at the old Pioneer Village.
Yeah.
Right. And that gets you a lot of perks. You can pass on Fridays, on solid lines. Solid lines, you can pass cars if you have a Pioneer Club membership.
Yeah.
Membership is 125 Canadian dollars, and we supply you with the IF bands. You just tell us how many you want. I think we charge 80 cents a band. Bing, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. We'll send them to you.
So I'm just saying, get your stuff in gear, because
we got the brother from Jamaica tuned in. What's up?
Good.
I like Jamaica.
I love Jamaica. Wow.
You know what time of the year the best time is when you're in Jamaica on holidays.
Everybody's relaxed and
Yeah.
just like.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you have those,
Montego Bay is my favorite spot. I love Montego Bay.
well, you know what? I think we should go to Jamaica this year. The hell with all this. Michael Jack says, "Good evening, gentlemen." Well, we're not gentlemen, we're pigeon flyers. So that means we're assholes. Ricky, watch out, eh? You're onto the sweet Jack. Dominic Zarlinga, good evening, guys. Yes, this will be my final show. Broadcasting from Toronto.
Whoa.
See that? We're gonna add to that one, Ricky. Next week you're gonna have to set this shit all up, and you're gonna be on your own, boy. I'm gonna turn the keys over to the car here, Ricky.
We're gonna have a lot of people come on, and we're gonna have a great time, right?
Like Tracy says, it's a great pigeon subject. The snow has begun here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of snow here today, but again, nobody gets snow like Buffalo. I sailed by Jamaica last week, says Henry. Guys, again, if you want to talk about your travel arrangements, please let us know. Again, we will tell you the best ways to travel around the world. Let us know. Rosedale Off, when would you have bands by? Well, once you pay your dues and you pay your money for your rings, then we order them. Rings normally take 2 or 3 weeks to get them. I don't know. The IF won't be sending the rings out until probably mid-December. So you're probably going to get them mid-December, mid-January. Again,
Be safe.
I have no clue because, again, I don't manufacture the bands. I don't mail the bands, and I'm not the post that delivers the bands. All I can say is this. We better get them ordered.
There's always that excitement where.
What color will it be this year?
No, it's just like, are they going down on eggs? Are they mating? Oh, God, yeah. I'm so happy they're down on eggs. I'm happy. Now they hatch. Oh, everybody's healthy as can be. Little things. And then you go, oh, no. You check the mailbox every day. Where are the bands? Are the bands coming? Are the bands coming? Are the bands coming? Right? Then you got to ask yourself, do I have enough soap? Enough Vaseline to put the bands on? You know what I'm saying?
Ricky,
And I really do think, when you band young ones late and you're starting to,
hurt them?
hurt them, put the Vaseline or put the soap on them. What, even like sometimes, you spit a little bit on, try to get it on. And then you're pulling and the young one's crapping all over your shirt and all this shit. I think it has a mental on the young ones.
It sure does.
I do think it has a mental thing. When that young one looks at you and goes, "Hey, buddy, you're pulling my leg off because you couldn't get the band in time. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to work for you."
Well, we get that. And that's why, again, you got to stay on it and try and keep up to speed.
Yeah, get the bands. I think it's a good idea.
Make sure there's no echoes, which nobody's complaining about. Your sister was on fire last week. Yeah, guys, I know. That's the problem. When you got too much passion, you get a little bit crazy.
Passion
can create craziness. Did you know that? Passion can create craziness, and you got to be calm.
I know a joke about passion, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Darren Shepard says, "Good evening. What's happening tonight? Not much, guys. We're here to talk anything and everything pigeons. Again, it is time. If you're an early breeder, now is the time you want to get those lights on. Again, have the lights on. two and a half, 3 weeks, 16, 18 hours a day. Be consistent on the same times. Have the pairs separated. Make sure the cocks are all in the section of where you're pairing them. But guys,
turn those lights on. Like right now, I turn them on about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I shut them off. I'm shutting them off around 10 o'clock at night. That's when I'm doing it. You know, you almost got to watch if you have chickens. Soon you start to see the old chickens start to go up to roost. Those lights got to go on, or actually half an hour before that.
Well, pretty much, yeah, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
3 o'clock.
And again, we're on the East Coast, so on the East Coast is probably about the same for everybody. You know, that's the time you want to put them on. You want to leave them on around 10, between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. You just shut them off. Make sure the cocks are in the sections. The cocks have the boxes. Or make sure. And again, a big make sure.
Take the hand. You're separated for sure.
Pull the weight off the birds. Make sure they're not fat pigs, because again, fat pigs don't want to breed. Bring them sort of into a race condition. Back the feed off. Right, light mix, great. Okay, if you've treated them for canker, coxy, respiratory stuff like that, great. If that's what you want to do, great. If you vaccinate them, great. And make sure the hens are the same way. They're in their own section. They got the lights on. They're getting the good grits, the minerals. And again, big thing, keep the weight right on them.
I always make sure when you feed them, they look for you for feed and they finish the feed.
That's right.
Right. I don't leave feed around. Go in. I was in a loft the other day and they're talking about conserving money on feed because the feed costs are going up. And I walked, they got a, a winter mix, which when I seen it was baloney anyways, but I walked in, took a look. There's like barley all over the floor. The feeder, full, half full, barley all over the floor. Well, when I'm feeding right now, there's not a bit of feed left. Get those birds. That barley's got to be cleaned right up. That's it. You walk in there and you see barley on the floor, you're overfeeding big time. And don't say, oh, they don't like barley. Oh, they don't like barley. No.
All right.
Overfed.
Oh, don't. And again, as we say, don't overfeed them. Darren Shepard says, how to increase your flying time with birds. That's a, boy, I don't know if that's
a flying time.
I guess so. How do you increase it?
Well, he's asking that now. I wonder where he is. Could be in Australia.
Yeah, we don't really. He's from YouTube, so he's somewhere in the world. We know that.
Yeah.
How do you increase? Well, a lot of it has to do with feed, the right weight, and I think it's.
I know what you're going to say, but I'm not.
Go ahead.
Say it.
Go ahead and say it.
Tell me if I'm right.
Go ahead.
The health.
Yeah, you got to have them healthy, and I will say, if you have a big aviary, right, or you have aviaries, I find when the birds get a bit older, take that away, leave them in their section, right? It's time to go out. Got the weight right on them. They're super healthy. You open the door, let them go out, and they're excited to go out. You have them out in an aviary the whole time and sitting out there.
Are you talking about old birds?
Well, young birds at the end of the season. I mean, the end of the season there, my birds were always in the section. I didn't let them sit in an aviary, sit in the window ledge. I didn't want any of that.
Right now, late breds, I mean, I'm not doing it, but I know what to do. Right now, late breds, the hawks around here are bad. Guess what, boys? They're not, they know how to fly. Out the door you go. Let's go for a fly. This is time to fly. And once you land, you're in. Boom. In about a second.
Now, 1978, Baby Bear says, is it important that the birds finish the wing molt before you start adding the lights? Pigeons should normally, all the young birds we have, and I'll even say the Alfred birds, almost everyone is on the 9th to 10th flight now. They're pretty much done. For your stock birds. I'm not talking about putting race birds together. I'm not putting any race birds together now. The race birds aren't going to be put together for another 2.5 months, 3 months. But your old birds or your stock birds that you're talking about main breeding from.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah. They're going to be done. They should be already complete.
Those late breds, you're talking. So if you want to start mating them up, I think you're way too early. I think it's not.
No, I wouldn't.
You know, why would you breed out of? Why would you mate out of those birds when you haven't proven anything? How much have you proven?
Out of what? The young birds?
No, I think the person's talking about late breds.
No, he didn't. No. He said finish the molt. But I'm saying if you're racing your old birds, you wouldn't breed out of them now. You know, because you're going to trigger the molt. I wouldn't
breed out of anything that when the molt's not finished. I wouldn't even breed out of it. And why would you? What has it proven? That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if you want to take young birds off your race team, and you start racing in May, you don't put them together now to get the young ones. I don't think you want to do that. I would wait. But we're talking about breeders, stock birds. Most people are breeding out of the stock now.
Yeah, I wouldn't breed even out of anything that raced for me last year.
All right, well, that's you. Who cares?
That's me.
That's you.
Young
who says you know anything? What are you putting gloves on? Are you cold?
No.
Well, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Anyways, Antonio Rodriguez says, I buy layer pellets and mix with the whole corn. Hey, that's good. Don't forget, add barley. Barley, layer pellets, whole corn. Good.
Okay,
nice winter mix.
Hold on a minute.
What do you want to say?
My opinion. Okay. Layer pellets and whole corn right there together.
That's a lot of weight.
You're looking at a lot of weight on there, and I wouldn't. You know, if you want to feed a little bit of layer pellets and almost nothing corn, but to put the layer pellets in there, you're looking at.
I think if you put.
I think you're looking at bulky. It's like eating.
Wait a minute.
What?
Hold
potatoes. Have a bowl of potatoes. Have a loaf of bread.
Would you say 70% barley? 70% barley.
Mm-hmm.
And 20%.
So
20% corn. And let's say 5 to 10% pellet. I think that would be fair.
Say that much corn.
20% corn in the winter. I don't think it's not going to kill you.
But then you want to put layer pellets in.
Okay, give them 20% corn, 5% wheat, and 5% pellet. There you go. You got to have a bit of corn, and I don't mind a bit of the pellet. You're giving them a bit of protein, a little bit. But again, if you go 50-50, you're going to have fat pigs. Well, you won't have fat pigs unless you feed them like fat pigs. And when they sit in a loft, what are they going to want to do? They want to eat.
Take 1 ounce, a weight ounce of feed in the winter per bird, and you'll watch.
They'll get fat.
They'll be like 2 of these cups will feed 30 birds.
Yeah. But they'll rip your shoes off.
Yeah. You know, stepping on their heads, so you won't like to do that.
Antonio Rodriguez says, the special corn. Yes, you're talking reindeer corn. Mike Green says, hey, guys. Daryl Mattis says, hey, smackdown. LOL, smackdown. Not sure what that means, but hey, Ricky, I will smack you down.
Good.
1978 Baby Bear. If young birds fly good in union or OLR, go to stock. No. I think a young bird that flies good as a young bird, I think you should have no problem flying it as a yearling and as a 2-year-old for sure. I think that's the smartest. I think at least 3 seasons of participation you want to really see before you put it into stock. Now,
I wouldn't put it in stock. Let's see
after 3 years. After 3 years of racing.
Young bird season,
yearling, and a 2-year-old.
And a 3-year-old. 4 seasons. Right. That's what I want to see.
Every season it graduates, it gets closer to stock. That's what I'm saying. If it flies as a 3-year-old, right?
It gets closer.
If it flies as a 2-year-old and it wins 7 combines, I think you can stock them. You don't think you got to go to the well anymore, but you can. You can. It's just how far you want to go. Remember, the more you test them, the more you learn. Can you do something with that dog? That goddamn thing is so annoying. It's driving me nuts.
She wants to go to bed.
Okay, stick her up to bed. Can't take it. That's what she does. Put her upstairs. Go. I'm going to put you on hold. Go. So I can keep reading. All right, can you go, please? It's fucking annoying. Sorry, kids. That's a race word.
Ricky fell off a 4-foot ladder today.
Well, it's the only reason you fell off the ladder.
14-foot ladder, I'm going to fall off.
Because you're brain dead. Anyways, Sherry says, hey, all. How's it going? What's your thoughts about increasing protein in the feed a few weeks before breeding? I don't know. Giving them more protein. I don't know. What do you think about it? You know, I think they need more protein as they're pumping than when they're laying. But, I mean, I think you can have a few percent in there. Again, if you're using a layer pellet or a turkey grower pellet, there's protein in that. I think that works. I raised a few out of my good old birds while still the team gets idea if there's worse stock later. Wait, I raised a few out of my good old birds. Wow, it's still okay. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. Yeah. Hey, Tracy, Dave Clousing. Yeah, Dave Clousing won the Apple Cup today. Ricky, you got your telephone system around here?
Telephone system.
You know, that piece of shit over there. Go grab it for me. Race results are not the most reliable for breeding ability. Yes, race results are one of the best things you can use for breeding. If you're breeding out of performance to performance to performance.
That's why I say, let's go hard. Let's go. I want to see 4 years of flying, and then let's get serious, right? If that thing wins 4 or 5 races as a young one, then it does 2 or 3 as a 1 yearling, then it does it as a 2-year-old. Again, holy jumping. The 3rd time, that thing still does it. You got an amazing bird. How many can do it?
Yeah, you know.
And you're talking about proteins and stuff like that for feeding your birds. Let's look at real life. When a goose or a crow or a robin or a blue jay in this country, they fly south or they have a hard time finding feed, Mother Nature draws their bodies down. And when they come back in the spring, the robin comes back. He maybe flew 200 miles or 500 miles or 800,000 miles to get back here. He can't get that great feed every day.
Hey,
and it brings them down. And bringing them down helps them to lay their eggs.
Right.
And then they start going on. They don't look for protein feeds.
They can't find it.
That's it.
It's not there. But anyways, you guys, again, use old Mother Nature. She's going to help you out. You got to bring them down. But if they find a protein, they eat a bit of it, but they don't find a bag of peas sitting there. That's what I'm saying. They don't find a bag of layer pellets. So you put 1, 2, 3%. You know it's good. Barley, a little bit of corn, a little bit of oats, a little bit of wheat, a little bit of safflower, very little bit. Mix it up. Make a mix. All right, hold on. So let's get back to Mike's comment. I'm going to read a couple of comments here, guys. Good evening, Gregory McFarland. There's our Master Breeder champion. He was 1st and 3rd in the Master Breeder. Gregory McFarland, congratulations. And guys,
very good.
What did Greg McFarland do? 3 guys picked the bird out of Texas. 3 guys picked it, but only one knew how to go on the website, click, cash out. 2 guys lost over $4,000. You want to know why? Didn't follow the ball that bounces. Anyways,
I tell you
hold
the
on.
truth,
I got to keep
I
going.
couldn't have done it.
Well, you're
Like,
dumb.
because no,
Well, I'm just telling you, you're
I'm
dumb.
slow, right?
You're slow in a dumb way.
Slow in
Okay.
that. No,
Better off to breed off all your racers to see which ones are potential future candidates for the stock loft. I don't know. Yeah, you can breed off your race birds, sure. But your stock birds are producing your race birds. Yeah, you can take a baby off your race team or two babies off your race team when you breed to put on the race team, but you ain't going to pump 3 rounds out of your race birds and have them race. And you know what?
and you got to give your race birds a chance to whatever you want.
Yeah,
To breed,
we
to
didn't say
breed.
we didn't say
That
not
affects
we
the
didn't
mold.
we didn't
right?
say don't breed off your race birds. Breed off your race birds when you're getting them set up to race. You take that round of babies. Maybe you take a pair, or you take a single baby. There you go.
But don't what should I say? Don't dwell on it, or
Yeah, and again, Rosedale Loft says, I think it's a good idea to take a last round out of your youngsters for the race off the race team. You take a round off your race team. Sure. I mean, again, it's what you want to do with them. I'm telling you, I'm not interested in really farting around with late breds. If you want, let them raise them off and either put them in the bin or, yeah, I don't know. If you have a super racer that raced real good and you want to take a pair of youngsters off them to breed out of them in the following season, go ahead. Whatever room you guys have. It was a working speed race today. Yeah, it was over there at the old Apple Cup. What did he get today? He got 1,266 birds home. He flew 1,105 meters, or was it meters or yards? Whatever it is. Who
I think
cares?
it's yards.
Yards. How many hours were the other? 252 miles. They were, what time were they up? They were up at 7:30 and he clocked them at 2:11. So 7:30, 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Well, 7 hours. That's a good race. Again, 1,895 birds he released. He clocked 1,266 on the day. I think that's a good performance, man.
Really good.
Really good. And you know what else I like?
And the last bird clocked. What was the yards per minute?
I don't know. I got to go look, but
No,
I got to look.
That'll give me an idea.
In the first 15 minutes, he clocked 100 birds. Let's see. What's 50% of 800 or 1,800?
1,800?
Yeah, 9. So let's see how fast he clocked 50% of the Doivens. So let's go to 9 and see. Again, we're being hard. 801. So to clock 900 pigeons, it took him an hour and 35 minutes. Flying a speed of those birds were flying 893. So I think that was good. An hour and 35 minutes from this first bird.
Yeah.
To clock 50% of his pigeons.
And that bird was clocking at 800 and something meters.
Yeah. That's good.
That was a good race.
Good. Let's see what his last bird. I don't know how dark it is there now. Well, it's 4:38 now. I think it's done now. I don't know. I don't know how late it is, but 2 hours and 27 minutes, he clocked 1,200 birds. Tracy says 1,100 yards is 1,000 meters. Good job, Tracy. You're doing good. Do you think it's better to take away and just let them raise one single youngster? Do I think it's better? I think for pigeons that are 2 years old, 3 years old, and 4 years old on a race team, I think I'd give them one youngster. I think a yearling, you want to give them 2. I think you want to get him real committed into what he's doing if you're flying widowhood. That's my opinion. Alfred, what do you think? And guess, guys, that guy right there, you see, I will be at his place probably this week. Alfred from Van Zoren Racing Pigeons. 21 fantastic pigeons. Some real nice ones. Hey, guys, I'll just going to, let's see if it's up here. I don't want to make a liar out of myself, but I do lie. Take a look at the old. Uh-oh. Hold on. We're here. Take a look at the 709.
That's a hen.
Man, what a pigeon this is.
Beautiful hen.
She feels great, looks great. She's tight. You know what they say, eh? Who in the hell is your photographer? Nice looking pigeon. I thought I'd throw that one up there
Very nice.
for Alfred. And I think the 708's the nest mate. 2 hens in the nest, which that always gets me tickled. Mr. Olympiad himself, yes, and you guys are going to not get an opportunity to meet him. Now, when you come down to meet Alfred, okay, we're going to have a donation box. Bring your favorite liquor for Alfred. Alfred's going to try it with you. You're going to each have a drink of your favorite liquor, how you drink it with Alfred. That's your donation for Alfred coming. Okay, so he's going to sit down. It's like a kissing booth. You can take your photo with Alfred beside his one of his trophies. You're going to have a drink with Alfred, and it's a bonding experience, okay? It's a donation. Frank, good evening, Frank. Frank, what happened to you? You're late to the dance? What are you, playing with the cat or something? Again, we've been on 30 minutes. Now, normally at the 45-minute she craps out.
She cuts out, you're right.
Questions, comments, complaints. Now is your time. We've been talking some pretty good stuff about breeding already.
We're trying to cut this off at 1 hour.
Well, we don't know if we're. I'll let it. As long as there's participation, we'll keep her going. If she gets dead, then guess what? I got to go to bed because we got flying to do. Also looking, I see a lot of races are going on in the One Loft world. The Holiday Cup. How did they do today? I always thought that's a pretty darn good race. We've won that one twice. Again, 1,500 speeds. Man, we got to get on that kind of a course, Ricky. Look at the Black Gold race there in Texas. They're flying 152 miles. They're flying 1462. We got the Chavez race. He's flying 1,800. And wait, Texas Dash for Cash, he's flying 1,600. So again, guys, going to Texas, I'm going to tell you something. You just find pigeons that fly fast. Because that's what it seems like. Oh, let's look at the Southern Belle. They normally have tough races. The Southern Belle, they were flying 1199. What did he do? He took 80 birds, 260 miles. And
Brian, aren't there, if I can ask you a question, you don't mind.
He got 60 birds, so.
Right.
Yo.
Aren't there any races that fly like 2,100, 2,200? Like, come on, man. I want to get in.
Rob.
I won't get in unless I get into that kind of race. 2,100, 2,200. Well, once you get over 2,200, there's your feathers.
Again, I'm just looking at these races.
1,800. That's incredible.
I'm looking at the races, and I'm just not seeing. Well, yeah. I'm just not seeing. I can't see these big races without putting the proper velocities of the wind up. I just don't know how they're getting
the 1,800 meter races. I'm telling you right now. Oh. I heard a situation where the roof actually blew right off the loft.
Okay, so we got a couple questions.
Okay.
Let me ask. I got 3 questions.
It's not going to hurt.
Rob asks, I can't pronounce this last name. It's a pretty tricky one, so I'm not going to do it. You see it on the thing. It's Ogorek.
I would like to make a song of that.
It'd be a good name. I bet you this.
O-G. No, kid. No.
Okay, hold on.
O-G.
Hold on. How do you put bids in for the December auction? Well, that's on our Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. We have a site. You'll see it. It's gonna stay along here and you'll see it. You register to bid on the birds. If you win the bid, you're gonna get the bird. We're gonna have a live event, so there's gonna be online bidding and people in the room bidding. Antonio Rodriguez says, you're lucky to have birds that can beat the hawks 4 years. Now, that's a good way of putting that. But that adds to the breeding. Guys, I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're in Florida. I don't care if you're in Canada, Texas, New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Louisiana, or Arkansas. Oh, and let's not forget Mars, Venus, and Jupiter. Everywhere in the world has hawks. I go to Belgium. I watch the guys law fly. Hawks. Every time. Hawks. 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 Listen. Hawks are a part of life. And you know what? When a pigeon makes 4 years or 3 years or 2 years and you're beating the hawks, they're beating the hawks.
What I'd like to say to this person is, what is their program in regards to letting birds out for law flying? When, like right now, I don't let my birds out at all. Okay, so I don't know what this person's program is. If I was to let my birds out here every single day, for sure, every other day, 100%, I'd lose one to a hawk. The hawk here, these hawks, they're terrible. So I don't know what his program is. You know, if he just goes out every day at 10 o'clock, I let my birds out for a law fly, better make sure they're flying. And when they come down, you see them coming down, they just hit that board and come in. If you're having them come down and leaving them relaxed in any kind of way, you're in big trouble. You got I would have to say, lack of training there.
Lack of control.
Lack of control. You're saying, what am I going to have after 4 years? If you let them out if I let my birds out every day from now on, at the end of 4 years, that group that I have left, there'll be nothing left. They'll be gone. But if I'm going to let them out every single day, you better have a program that when they go up, they're law flying.
All right.
And you see when they're going to come down, they're ready to come down, give them a little whistle.
Okay.
Bang, right on the board.
All right.
Boom, right
so
in.
Frank says, who cares? I think Frank is upset.
Well,
I think, no, not about you. I think Frank's upset when I talk about the other races. I really don't care. I like to talk about other races because you know what? It gives us shit to talk about. Tracy comes back and says, Ryan, can you explain what it means holding a race for clouds? I don't know. A guy felt it was a bit too cloudy, and he's holding a race for clouds. Alfred,
we had a few races this year. We let them go in heavy overcast. That's cloud. So
I mean, again,
I know. I think Latchford, they flew about 50, 60 mile in heavy overcast.
You know,
and Matheson was the same. Yeah, they flew 40, 50 mile overcast. If I had to wait for that, there wasn't any rain. There was overcast. You know, hey, this is part of the game, you know. It's like the old sailor goes to sea.
And hold on. The one law phrase holding for clouds. If he wants to hold because he feels that he wants to hold, I can't knock him.
For what clouds he's talking about?
He's holding for clouds. It's his race, not my race. No, he's holding for clouds, not overcast. Clouds are different. All right. Alfred says
clouds in my coffee. Right?
First national. He won the first national flying 1814. Hey, Alfred, to me, it was a good thing you let her go. 1814. I think you'll agree with me. Rosedale says probably low lying cloud coverage. Again, I don't know. You'd have to look at the guy's release video to see what the sky looked like. Maybe he does it. Maybe he doesn't. Take that up with him. Texas is flying from the north to the south. South been windy today. Well, these races were on the weekend. Michael Peevler, how was the weather in Texas on Sunday? What was the winds out of? Jordan Polson, hey, I called you back. We haven't got in touch, but hey, no big deal. How many birds are in Alfred's auction? 21.
Some dandies.
21. You know what? There's a mealy I missed to take the photo of. Alfred called it a light blue. I'm going to say that Alfred was a bit colorblind on this one, but it was a mealy. So you guys, we got more. Phil, yes, hawks are a part of it. I try not to let them out around the open loft. Go for a fly and get your back inside. Now, Phil's right. You don't want to let them out, lock them out, leave them out. Oh. Teach them. Up, play, bang. When they hit the boards, they come in. And remember, if they do that, you'll be okay. It doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. Remember, as they get faster at trapping, he gets faster at what? Hunting. But Phil, you're right on that one. I don't let the youngsters out after the last race in March. Make sure when you do let them out, they're not fat pigs.
Well, the thing is, as well, is after the last race, you want to finish some molting. So what you're doing is you're parking them. So they finish that molt. And when you're parking them, they become out of shape, right? You're out of shape. It's like going on a vacation. You go for a 3-week vacation and you haven't done anything. You haven't cut the lawn. You haven't even walked. You just lay on the beach. You're doing all this shit. I'm telling you, but when you come back from vacation, you say, oh man, I just can't hack this new world. I'm coming back to the world.
And hold on.
So those youngsters, but if you took them right from the races and every single day you let them out, let them loft fly, they will maintain condition. The molt is not going to be what you want. Do you know what I'm saying? If you ever got a barn plug,
She cut out. The fucking thing cut out. 41 fucking minutes.
41 minutes.
Recover broadcast. Let's see if we can recover. We have people asking tonight. We're getting the questions. All right, we're going to just take a moment here. Let's see if we've recovered the broadcast. Let me know if you guys are on. I want to get to Michael Walsh's comment. All right, Jordan's still on. I think we're still good.
Back on?
Yeah. Christ, we may have jumped the cheeseburger, said Ralphie.
So what I was saying is when the races are finished, we usually park our birds. We don't do any more training. And we're trying to get molt over and done with. And by that time, the birds are totally out of shape, right? And now you start letting them out. If you think you're going to let them out, these birds are not ready. If you ever get a barn plug in, he's never, ever in a bad molt. He's in stress all year round, so it holds his feathers tighter.
Well, Mother Nature can't, in life, you can't afford to get slower. You die, right?
Well, that's it.
And Mother Nature goes like this. Mother Nature goes today on each wing, one feather comes off on each side.
Yeah.
The next day, when that feather grows in, a next feather. Now, hold on.
But can I read? When we park our birds, what happens in 2 weeks?
They fall apart.
They just fall apart
because you've pulled all the stress off of them.
So even if they look beautiful after 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to go out.
Can I get to the
muscle tone? See the muscle?
Yeah.
That just drops right off.
Dog shit. All right.
Whatever you're talking about. Right?
Michael Walsh says, when will the birds for Alfred be posted online? The Alfred auction is going to open up November 26th. We are going to have an open house on December the 3rd. Alfred's going to be at the showroom here. Everything's going to be at 2651 Bloomington Road. We're going to go the way we like to do it, right out of the showroom, because I always find it's the most fun. People have the most fun. We're going to have a little fire going, the tent up. The 21 birds will be on display. Also that weekend, the Pioneer One Loft birds will be on display, and they will be sold before Alfred. So we're going to warm up the season with the Pioneer One Loft birds. I think there's 20 there for grabs. Moving on. So you're going to find them online. The Pioneer One Loft birds and Alfreds are going to open up on Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions on November 26th. I will be in Europe starting tomorrow. So I will be with Alfred. I'm probably going to have a dinner with him. We're going to probably do a live show. Again, Alfred is coming to Toronto. He's going to come here for
tomorrow. I'll be the next day.
Well, I'll be with him. Whatever. Anyway, so you guys are going to get a chance to meet him. And if you guys want to meet an Olympiad winner and a national winner, and one of the smallest lofts in the Netherlands, and the only loft in the Netherlands to do this, win a national in an Olympiada, all you got to do is come down to the showroom. You can handle the pigeons, you can pick his brain, and guess what? You can see what a national and an Olympiad winner looks like. You get a shot at meeting it.
Can I ask you a question?
Can I keep reading? We got lots of questions.
Okay,
let me read.
But I'm going to ask you another question.
No, just hold on. I don't want to hear your questions.
Oh, you don't.
Mike
Good.
Vanderyak says, holding a race means to delay release times or schedules for the next day. I don't think Tracy was that dumb. She figured it out. I think what Tracy was saying was, that's a bit bullshit holding for clouds. I'm going to agree with that, but hey, it's not my race and I don't care. Colm Van Zoren says his bird that won the national was flying 114 kilometers per hour. Wow. My dad bought a bird from Emil Denny's, and bought one from May and Emil Denny's. The May pigeons are in quarantine in Europe. They'll be over in January, and then we'll work on getting them out to you. The Emil Denny's pigeon, we are shipping out the week of December the 6th. Jordan? 45-minute mark. Yes, Mike, we beat it. We beat it. Good job, Mike. Texas, Phil Hubbs says, Hubbs? I don't know. Phil, I want to use your first name, Phil. Texas is mostly sidewinds. Yesterday, some crazy speeds flying east to west. North to south did have some quicker speeds. The headwind courses. They fly a fairly flat. Yeah, Texas is fat. What puppet and bacon lights cut hawk problems dramatically? Wind puppets. So Kevin Jones, again, you guys know Kevin Jones from Jones Family Lofts. He's the guy who had the ace pigeon at the Pioneer. Welcome, Kevin. Wind puppets and beacon lights cut hawk problems down. That's what he finds. Again, Anna Gocha, she uses the sounds of the owls. She's got a tape of owls that she plays. She finds that helps. Yeah. We can send them together, or we can send the one ahead. I would probably send the one ahead because you never know when a border can shut down. But Jordan, we can talk about that after. It's not a big deal. You're live again, says Rosedale. Well, shit, of course. We recovered the goddamn broadcast. That's what we do. Tracy, you're good. Tracy knows I'm good. Yes, Tracy, I know. You were worried about the cloud coverage. You weren't really asking about the delay. You thought that was a horseshit way to hold pigeons, and you just didn't want to say it, so you asked me to say it in nice words. If you get a bird from Alfred out of the auction, do you think it could break and race, or is it going to be a breeder? I'm going to be honest with you. They're all young pigeons. You can break them. You can fly them. You can do whatever you want. Now, do I recommend it? Probably not. But again, some people are different. Okay, hold on. My birds are done molting. Man, I'm just trying to catch up. Heather Green says, hi from Idaho. Tracy says, no flat tires this time, please. Jordan Polson says, happy birthday, Ryan. No, guys, it's Jordan's birthday, to be quite honest with you. I didn't get a chance to call you. Hi, Jay-Z. Joseph says, hi from North Carolina. Holy jumping. I did a lot of reading. Man, my reading skills are getting good now. I'm feeling good about myself.
You go to grade 4 now.
I think I'm at a grade 4 level.
I'm going to call the grade 4 teacher and see if she wants to get in there.
All right. Again, guys, anything to do here?
I know it's tough. I went to grade 3 times. You know, it's tough.
So Antonio says his birds are done. Again, I don't know if I would buy an Alfred pigeon and break it and race it. I don't know a $1,000 pigeon if you're into doing that kind of stuff. And again, if you do it and you're feeling a little crazy and you do it, I'm going to say something. Rob, you're on fire.
All I'm saying to Rob is, hey, Rob, if you do it, great. But I'm going to tell you right up front, I shoot straight from the hip.
Uh-oh.
If that bird comes into my place, guess what, Rob? It's going to have a nice place to stay.
Yeah, that's
right? Yeah.
You know,
sorry, Rob. Once I see the band on the bird, if you stay in here.
If you do your research.
Yeah.
But no, it would be. I mean, these pigeons here would.
I would never do that.
These pigeons here would be almost the same as pigeons that you send to a one-loft race that you bred in April or May, and you know they get here. You know they're old. I just wouldn't do it, but everyone has their.
Alfred's sending his best out of his best.
Oh yeah.
So these birds,
you're buying this to breed out of.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think to play is the smartest thing to do.
Well, unless you want to play that way, go ahead. But
Mike
like
Green,
I said, if it comes in here, I'll be.
Hold on.
I'm gonna. If you get a bouquet of flowers,
Yes.
Without my name on it, of course, you're gonna know
You got the bird.
I got the bird.
Yes. Fun fact: Formula One birds are coming. The Darren May birds are coming. The Macaloni birds are coming, and the Walsh birds are all coming in this group. They're en route. They're not here, but they're en route. But fun fact: I've got P&D Stud, Derek Walsh, Formula One, the Mays. I don't think I missed anybody. They're all back for this season. Birds are on way as well. So, guys, if you missed from those guys from the UK, you're going to have a shot this season, season 5. And guys, what is going to be so great about season 5, Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, is all the birds now are in North America. You are going to see me in Europe with the breeders. But when the birds are sold, they will already be in Canada and they will already be sent to you. Because, guys, you know what we did? We sped up the process. We already got the birds. We already hand-selected the birds. There's times when you guys didn't see me on the show. What were we doing? Selecting pigeons. That's what we do. Hello, Jay-Z's a homeowner now. All right, good job. I bought one from Alfred's auction. Need a good hen. Oh, Michael Walsh. Oh, you need a good hen? I will say one thing. I like Alfred's cocks. They are nice. But in this sale, this is all about the hens, baby. He has got the nicest collection of hens this year. They got muscles. They're small. They're tight. They're compact. Guys, again, I'm going to just take a moment because I don't really give a shit. One of my photos. Look at the 709. Oh, that picture. She looks good in that, but wait till you hold her. She's small. She's tight. She's compact. The eye on her is beautiful. Oh, let's take a moment. On that note, let's keep looking at the questions, comments, and complaints. Remember, you guys keep talking and we're going to stay on. We've been on for 52 minutes. Once you guys start losing momentum, guess what? We'll cut her down. But yeah, that auction is going to start the week of November 26th. It's a 1-week auction. Again, the increments will be in $25 increments. Again, when you purchase a pigeon at Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, you have to cover the quarantine fees. That's just the way it is moving forward. It was like that last year. It's going to be like that this year and every year going forward. So every bird you purchase, there will be a quarantine fee on top of it. Nothing to be afraid of. It is what it is. Again, in Europe, if they buy pigeons, they pay quarantine fees. If the birds move back and forth, we pay the same thing. So that's not going to change. Again, and we're not pricing it to get rich. We're pricing it just to do the quarantine. I know there's a lot of work in quarantining pigeons. It's not. It's actually a thankless job. The people doing the quarantine, they really get the shit end of the stick.
It's like a processing system, right? I went and bought a brand new pickup truck, right?
Yeah.
Brand spanking new. You know, they wanted $15,000 for it, brand new off the lot.
Yeah.
Big V8 motor and the whole bit.
Big one.
Yeah, and they charged me $1,000 for prep.
Prep.
Right.
Yeah.
$1,000 for prep. I said, well, what's that for? I went and bought it right here in Mississauga.
Right.
Right. Well, it's in Oakville, which is 10 miles away. They charged me $1,000 to bring it from Oakville to Mississauga. Right. Prep fee.
Right.
And I paid big money for the truck.
If you remember, we bought the Mercedes. They charged an import fee. Remember that? They do that.
I bought a brand new Ford pickup, $15,000.
I don't care about a Ford pickup truck. I'm saying,
have fancy wheels and everything.
What world are we in? We're in today, right?
It had power windows on.
We're in today. Too. We got Big Nat. She's in the house. She just came in. That's good. So you might hear the Chihuahuas.
So there's that processing fee that has to be paid.
That's right. So guys, please don't go on and say, well, I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it on everything. There's import fees on the birds. So let's not get crazy. And don't turn, it shouldn't turn you off. It's not a turn off. We import the birds the right way. They do the quarantine procedures. We follow the government guidelines of both governments to get the birds here. And they get a plane ride. They get vaccines. And they're ready to roll. Robert Hamilton, all the way from Australia, says, hi there, Pioneer family. That was very nice.
Very nice.
Hey, Robert Hamilton. How's it going, Mom? Going good.
You're late for the show. Come on.
We are late for the show. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Come on. Now imagine if we were on here and didn't have anything to say until we got the next comment. It would be like this.
I see your hair's getting a little bit out of place there.
Well, it's dry. I've got to fix it
Starting to
again.
dry.
It is.
Like hay?
It looks a lot better than your hair.
No, I'm
Have
not-
you
I'm
ever-
not
have you ever
talking-
looked
I'm
at
not
your
talking
hair?
about
Have you ever
hay,
looked-
hay, drying hay?
Have you looked at your hair? It's like a nest of shit. Little twigs in it and everything. Don't worry, Rick. You're gonna
Hey,
be
you
all right,
can't
boy.
grow grass on a playground, Ryan.
Yeah. Well,
You know that.
we know, Rick. You just keep putting your hat on.
Hey, the Rolling Stone grabs no moss.
Okay, hold on. Will you be shipping the OLR auction birds out of Buffalo for the people? Yes, of course. I always ship out of Buffalo, so we will ship the week of December the 6th, so probably on the Tuesday of December, the week of December the 6th. Shit. Antonio Rodriguez says, just like a true pigeon flyer, some birds go in the loft. It's gone way to keep people from flying. Keep people from flying. Some true pigeon flyer, some bird goes into the loft. It's gone way to keep.
No, it's a good way. No.
Maybe I'm reading it. Goes in your loft. It's gone.
Oh.
Way to keep people from flying. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, you mean if you harbor a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not into
Yeah.
harboring people's birds. I think we were actually just
That's a little joke there, bud.
no.
Come on, take a little joke.
How many cocks does Alfred have in the sale? I think if there's 21 birds, I'm going to say there's 7 cocks. Man, I might be. It's a hen sale, and the hens are my favorite. There are some nice cocks, but I think there's 7 or 8. It could be 10, but I'm going to go with 8. Let's go with 8. I think 8's a good number. 8's a good number. Pioneer birds, more hens. I think there's probably, out of the 20 Pioneer birds, there's probably about 7 cocks. Again, if you send us pedigrees for the Pioneer One Loft birds, you're going to get 50-50 cut. Oh, all the auction birds at the Pioneer One Loft, it's 50-50 cut. If you didn't give a pedigree, it's nothing for you. Some buffering now. Well, that happens, Tracy. Sometimes it happens. Whoops. Shit. I got the camera jammed here. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes the buffering occurs. Nothing you can do about that. Where we've been on the same internet. It looks like we've got
Could be
all the bars.
We could be nervous and we're starting to buffer. You ever think of that?
You
I
look.
know your eye was closing. You had one eye closing there for a minute.
Are you okay?
No, are you okay?
When might you be able to ship back to the U.S.? We're shipping. Everything goes out the week of December the 6th. Now, what does that mean, December the 6th? The Americans that purchased birds from last year's Feathers Elite Pigeon Auction from either German, Dutch, or Belgian lofts, they will get those birds. Also, the one loft birds. Also, the Pioneer auction birds. Also, Alfred's auction birds that are up right now, or that are going up soon. Sounds like it is a heavy hen heavy auction. Yeah. Do you see a good breeding cock? Oh, listen. I wasn't knocking the cocks in the sale at all. I really like a couple. I like real nice hens. There's some really nice hens. There's nice cocks in the sale as well. I didn't say that there isn't, but like I said, there's just a few hens that really fit my hand nice. They seem very special. So my favorite in this sale is going to be hens.
Could you not have Alfred on to explain some of the birds that he sent?
Well, we're going to have the show. We're going to
do that.
Well, we're not going to do that tonight. We always do the show with the breeders.
Right.
And we were just talking about it. Bought a hen from Alfred. How many cocks in this one? There's going to be about 8 cocks, I think. Don't worry. Beautiful blue pied cock. There is a nice pied cock. I think he's got the Porsche blood in him. But you guys are going to have to wait. We didn't open it up yet. I'm actually giving too much information. I could be giving wrong information. I could be saying there's 8 cocks and there could be 11 cocks.
Yeah.
Right. So let's hold off and wait. Wait until they're up. But guys, I like to see that interest. Again, if you're an American and you don't have a criminal record, you can come to Canada now. You can come and meet.
And if you do have a criminal record, get to Buffalo. I will take you across the Niagara River on a canoe.
Ricky's Canoe Tours.
And you'll be in a wetsuit, so in case she tips, you won't freeze.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. Ricky will pick you up.
But yeah, birds are looking good. All of Alfred's look good. They're ready to go. Most of them, I'd say, have about 2 flights to go. 1 to 2 flights. I think there's one with 3 flights, but they all look really, really good. It's called Bend Over.
They're doing great. I'm telling you, I'm feeding them. They're responding real well.
That's good.
Go in there.
You went in there?
I call them.
You went in there today for me. You went in there the first time you went in there for me. They responded well to you.
They know a pigeon man when they see one.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
No, don't say something that you don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure when I'm gone you bathe them, eh? Oh.
At least now they're going to get good treatment.
Oh, yeah, better than mine.
Well, they're going to bathe when the snow flies. That's when they're going to bathe.
Yeah, they're going to. Well, I bathed them the other day.
Good for you.
And the American birds,
Remember,
they had bath the other day. Remember in the pouring rain, they all went out. All the American birds went out. They had a real nice bath.
They loved it.
Yeah.
That small fly pan there was like 3 or 4 or 5 birds out, a little bit here, a little bit there. They're going in and out.
It rained all
afternoon. It started to
afternoon.
rain. All of a sudden, whoop, they were all out.
It seemed like they were coming out in groups of 30, like they were taking their time.
30, back in and out, taking their time. They're smart.
Yeah, they're looking. It's funny. It's funny. You'll see in the aviary when there's no rain, you see a couple, 5, 6 out at a time.
That's what I just.
But as soon as you add water, and they haven't had a bath, they all know where to go.
When that rainwater came down there, they were very happy.
Well, who wouldn't love a bit of rainwater, right?
I love the rainwater. I used to bathe in the rain.
That's why you got that beautiful hair.
I can't bathe
that's
now.
What happens with, that's what happens with the acidity.
Now it's not raining anymore. It's snowing.
Where's my girl Leah? Leah she's got the squirts tonight. She's off. No, I don't know. She's busy. She's actually, guys, I'm not joking. She's doing the Alfred and the Pioneer auction right now as we speak. She's uploading, reloading. There's what a lot of people don't realize is when you do auctions, you guys see the end result. You see the nice pictures. You see the write-up. You see the videos. Each step takes time. I normally say on each pigeon, you could say on each pigeon, I would probably say you're just over an hour into the photos, the videos, the editing, and the promotion. Maybe an hour and a half on each pigeon. On each pigeon.
Okay, so what prior to that? Okay, you're flying to Europe how much time do you spend going to visit the breeder, going to look at these birds?
You know,
this is all homework prior to these
listen,
birds coming. And you know, if I could say something, I got to pay for quarantine. $60 for a phone call. Hop in a plane. Oh, could be not the right time. $1,400 to fly there and come back. Oh, I got to stay in a hotel. $200 for the night. Ooh, I got to rent a car. Oh, $80 to go to see the guy. Oh, the guy wasn't home. I got to go back. Let's add all that up. And you still didn't even buy a bird. You didn't even buy a bird. When you arrive at the guy's place, if he asks you 2 questions and you don't answer right, I'm sorry, but he has now a dentist appointment. You're going to have to come back some other day. I know all this shit.
Well, again, I always like.
It's not shit.
I personally like to go to the lofts that we represent if I can get to them. I find it adds another level of.
But what I'm saying is, how much work is it to get the bird in here?
I know.
In the show,
that's why our auction site is different than all the other ones in North America.
Right.
Because we go 14 miles further than anyone will ever go. We go, we hand select, we talk to the breeders, we sit down with the breeders, and we allow the breeders and the buyers to come together and communicate.
We allow that.
We allow that. We create that. We create that openness. Guys, Alfred's coming here.
Hey,
he's coming. You want to know why he's coming? Because I want him to come and meet some of the people here.
Let me say, last year you're doing videos, photography on birds, and you had to take them back to hotels to do this work.
I did everything out of a hotel.
Right. Everything out of hotels. And we get a bill from a hotel, 200 euros.
For 3 feathers.
To vacuum the room because there was 3 feathers. Mind you, he smuggled them in, right? You should have told him I'm a feather man.
Yeah, I'm a feather man.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the good stuff you go through, right, to get the birds here, right?
And what I say is, a lot of people, what you see on the screens isn't anything of what is real. The bird part, we make that look great. There's a lot of behind the scenes shit that I could tell you guys. It's funny, it's mind blowing, it's the stuff that you do to get the best pigeons and to meet the people, Okay. David Tracy says, do you think a hen from Alfred would be a good mate for the Blue Grizzle? Guys, any of the breeders that we represent, if you do your homework, and you really do your homework, there's some great pigeons. In every sale, I'm not going to say that there's guaranteed supers, breeders. Because, again, there's a percentage. But I will tell you, we ask our breeders to give the very best that they can give. Okay? And in every sale, we push the breeders. I always like less birds. Less birds. And when a breeder sends more birds, we try and make sure the level keeps high. Most of our auctions you will see are between 8 and 12 pigeons. 8 and 12. 8 and 12. Because it's a number where I feel that the breeders can afford to give the very best. Okay? Can afford to give those pigeons. And I said to Alfred, when he came, he said, you better give the good ones. Because you're going to be here. People come. They meet you. And when the people get the pigeons, I want them to be happy with the quality. And I will say, I'm very happy with this group of pigeons. Very, very happy. And I think just going and meeting the breeders in Europe, I think you automatically start to get a better quality of pigeon as well. Because you're putting more time in.
Now, Ryan, you're doing a lot of talking. Your throat must be getting dry. Would you like me to mix you another apple cider vinegar and Pepsi?
We're going to go another 20 minutes. I will have a drink.
Apple cider vinegar and Pepsi?
Guys, if you're not going to participate, I can shut her down. Remember, this show works best when you communicate. if you got questions, now's the time. Ricky just wanted to go over there to eat a potato. I don't want a potato. I hate cooking because I don't like eating when I cook. But you know what? I'm fat, so I'm gonna do the weigh-in tomorrow.
You're not fat.
I'm chubby.
You're chubby.
Chubby. I'm chubby. But yeah. Again, guys, when you see the birds that go up on Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, now he's throwing at me frozen Reese's Pieces Buttercups. When you see the birds go up, one thing I will suggest, if you cannot come to the open house on December the 3rd to meet Alfred, to be in the room when the auction closes, to bid on the birds, and you want to view the birds privately, could you just scoop the ice and put it in the thing?
Does that bother you?
It bothers the shit out of me.
Marlene loves it.
I don't care about Marlene. And guys, if you wonder who the hell Marlene is, it's the refrigerator, it's the freezer in the fridge, because she went on the fridge. She packed her in halfway through the summer. The ice machine, it only craps the bed when we need her to run.
She was going through menopause.
Menopause,
right?
yeah.
And I
Now. Okay, so I recommend, if you have a pedigree of a pigeon that you like at home and you're not sure, send it to Alfred. Say, Alfred, what do you think that'll work with this? Or what do you think is your favorite bird in the sale? Or pick me out a pair. We might even have a match pair in the sale. I can't tell you guys. I can't let you know about this because why? You have to wait. The crowd's getting dead now. I think we're an hour crowd. I think we've got about a capacity of well, what do teenagers have a capacity of? An hour? Or 20 minutes? She just went over there to eat potatoes. That's all you wanted to do. My pork belly, I followed this recipe, was absolute shit. That really bothered me. My last meal was a salt. My heart. It was shit. Hold on. Will says, and I always know his name because it scares me. How many auctions will you have this year? We're probably going to have... Sorry, guys. I'm not picking my nose. I got feathers up my nose. I don't want a potato. You eat the potato. I don't understand. You throw the potato on me like I want it. Did I say to you, pass me a fucking potato? Did I say that to you? Did I say one time, pass me a potato? Now you put the potato back. You threw it across the counter. You touched it. You touched your hair. Now you put the potato back. Do you want to go get another potato?
All I'm saying is, be glad you had a potato before you go.
How many auctions this year? I don't know. Anywhere between 25 and 30, maybe more. It depends, guys. We're going to do live event. We're going to do some weekly stuff. Again, our auctions really take flight once the January season hits. January, February, March, April, May. I think it's the best time. You know, some people say to me, oh, it's too late to buy a bird in February, March, April, May. Actually, it's the best time. It's the best time. Gives you a chance to get the bird in, season the bird, take a round out of it if you want, park it then, and let it have a season in your loft, and away you go. I will say something. When you're selling the quality of pigeons that Feathers Elite sells, it's never a bad time.
All I'm saying is, you get a bird in January, get a bird in February, get a bird in March. Don't get anxious. Keep it a year.
That's right. Slow down.
Breed.
Slow.
Take it easy. The bird's going to last 10, 15 years, 20 years. What are you worried about? The bird's been through a quarantine in Europe. You know, came from the loft, went in quarantine. That's a shock. Then it came out of quarantine, got shocked, shipped here. Another quarantine shocked.
Well,
now
it goes
wait a minute.
It goes to
I gotta get that damn bird. Get it to me. Bang! It came out of all this shit. Put it in a section. Make sure the damn thing breeds. Come on, people. Take a break.
Slow down.
I'm just saying, slow down.
And that's what we say. When you get them,
I can't wait to get it. I gotta get it.
Guys, the first year you get imports, guess what? If you want to you have the bird for a month at your loft, no stress, You want to let it go down on eggs, let it raise around the babies, separate it. Great.
That's it.
That's good. And you know what? Guess what you expect out of that pair of babies? Nothing. Because the pigeons not only traveled through multiple countries, it's done double quarantine, like Richard says. It's gone through a post or another airplane to get to you.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's in a brand new loft, a brand new climate, possibly on a brand new time zone. So you know what? Slow the hell down. Relax.
And you might say we're using that as an excuse for ourselves. No, let's be real.
Actually, I want you to take it as this. Think about it this way. Do you know those babies that you raised off your race team in August?
Right.
In August.
They're the best ones.
Hold on. Rosedale Senate bred them in August.
They're the best.
I let them out at the end of September for 3 weeks, and I parked them. Oh, they're out of my good race birds, or they're out of my good stock birds. I'm going to keep them to breed. Do you know when you breed them? The following year, in January, February. That's the same as these guys. And I will tell you, I've had the European breeders, they've asked me, Ryan, do you think it's too late selling them? I says, not with your quality of pigeons. I'd rather have the buyers buy the pigeons, get the pigeons, sit on the pigeons, and then breed the pigeons. I don't want the buyers taking them home and pump, 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 pump. It's never good. Slow down. Again, hold on. When do you think this year's auctions from Europe will start? Jordan Poulsen. Okay, the first auction, Jordan, and I'm shooting straight here. I've got a pretty crazy schedule. First auction is going to start November 26th with Colm Van Zorn. We've got that auction up first. Then we're going to roll into, we've got Marco Manis, we've got Eddie Grugins, we've got my man Serge Van Alsacker, and then it'll go from there. Okay, we're going to do maybe weekly auctions. We're going to do some auctions throughout the United States where we do live events. So we might put 2 or 3 breeders together. Okay, but again, I've got some big names. We've got some familiar names that you guys have seen. And if you guys say to me, well, Ryan, why do you bring back this person or that person or whatever? I bring them back because they give very good pigeons. They're easy, or they're not, I shouldn't say easy. They're a joy to work with. Okay? They make it fun. They bring great information to the shows. We have those people, and every year we're adding new people. You're going to get Hoymans. You're going to get Lindbergh now. You're going to get
also those
Patrick
breeders give our buyers great results. Great results.
Isn't that fun?
You forgot to say that.
Well, do you want me to tell you why I didn't say it?
Can you name some of those results?
Do you want me to say why I didn't say it? Because isn't it funny? You don't answer the phones here, and you hear about the results that people get.
That's right.
And that is great. Hey, I'm gonna just throw this out here. Last year we sold birds from P&D Stud in February.
Right.
Okay. Somebody bought the pigeons. Bought a pair. Okay. They bred them. They put a pigeon in this race as a replacement bird for a man by the name of David Tracy.
Right.
The pigeon finished. 5th average speed. 5th champion birds. Hold on. The birds weren't here 3 months. They were auction sold and already getting a result. That's one result. The winner of the Dutch Touch, Tino Bergman bird. Hold on. Ask Ray Sheeran out of Windsor. Birds from us, breed winners. Guys, I named a few. Ask Ian Sybil. Ian Sybil's won this race 3 years in a row. He'll tell you, I got the Birds of Feathers Elite pigeon auctions. Proven. Dave Ottaway, winners from our birds. Good job. I like to hear it. And you want to know the greatest thing? How many people never tell you? For instance, guys, Wally Bielek, a local guy. Get a load of this one. Are you ready? last year with the or
Anik Gochen.
2 years ago, he bought a bird from Anik Gochen and Frank Alkman. Okay? He paired them up. He bred 4 birds. All 4 were brothers. Wowzers. He turned around in 1 season and he won. Are you ready for this? $6,000 in races with the 4 brothers. He turned around and sold 2 out of the brothers. 2 out of the brothers. $1,600 a piece. He paid for the pair $1,600. He was selling each one for $1,600. Oh, and by the way, they went down to the Hoosier. Fast race. Bang. He was 47th in the money again with another one out of it. Guys, we're getting results. Slow and steady. But we tell the breeders, less number of birds, better quality. Keep the quality up. What are they starting at? $5 million. No, I don't know. Starting will probably be $250 or $300 a bird. And again, when the auctions are in Canada, they are in Canadian dollars. So Americans, let's ask her. Should we ask the bitch? Does your girl talk? How much is 250 Canadian dollars in US?
The answer is $187 and 83 cents.
Holy mackerel.
So a $250 Canadian bird is $187. There you go. What is the savings on that? $70. You're saving 70. Americans, I'm giving you a, what is that? That's a 30, what is that? A 32% or
34%.
34% coupon. Unfortunately for you Canadians, I'm giving you the same coupon. Do you want to know why? Because I can turn around and sell these birds in American dollars. So you're getting a coupon too. Don't worry. Rosedale Loft, doing your homework research is important. Recently discovered something about one of the birds I bought over, and it has me looking for something to put it to. That's a good thing. The 2 I got from Alfred already are nice and excellent, yes. And again, Alfred, or Frank, the birds that Frank got, again, the Canadian birds that people have picked up, they had a good quarantine. They're ready to breed. Again, take 2 rounds out of them, park them. That's fine. I wouldn't get crazy. Take your time. Emil Denny's always said the problem with most people is they're too quick. Too quick to get rid of birds. And they don't know even what they're grading on. But hey, Emil's a world champion. 2-time Golden Wing winner. I'm going to go meet him, going out to dinner with him. And I got some more information for people you people are going to love. You're getting, Michael Peevler says, you're getting your blood pressure under control now. Not really. The problem is it's the medication. Short attention span. You guys are doing good. You guys are getting the questions in. We like questions. This shit's hard. I don't even like talking to him anymore.
Because I'm way above.
You're a levitationer.
That's it.
You know what? When you put this hood on, you remind me of that kid from E.T. that rode the bicycle.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. You look at my hair. You wish. We seen some pictures the other day when you're my age. You're fucking bald.
When I'm walking down the street, a lot of guys look at me and smile. You know?
What strains of birds does Alfred have? Well, you're going to have to wait. I'm not going to get into that. We're going to wait. We're going to build up some what the fuck was that?
Well, you got one down the back there.
I don't care what listen, I've got hair. You don't.
You don't have hair. I see it receding now, man.
It's receding, but hey, listen.
But I got earlobes.
You're all obsessed with the earlobes. How many birds are we sending next year? Oh, as many birds as you guys want next year. You can send as many as you want. That's the next year thing. What other questions do we have? I am just checking the calendar, checking the dates, checking to see what's happening. It's a quiet group all of a sudden. You can hear the crickets. Ricky, don't you have anything you wanted to say? No? Of course, you gotta let me lead, don't you, Rick? Ricky 7. Yeah, we are still working on next year's One Laugh race, what we're gonna do, where we're gonna be.
It's going to be fantastic.
I don't know if it's gonna be.
We've got so much in the future.
Are you gonna
This is
fly
gonna be
or what?
100%.
I'm still wondering. Should we just fly partners or should we fly head to head?
Whoa.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see. People thought that you had a better program than I did.
No, I don't think that at all.
What are you
No.
talking about finding partners then?
No, I'm just saying, do you think people would rather have us just work together with the group, or do you want to divide them up and play again? I like to divide them,
Well,
but
what you're saying is basically what I said.
no, I didn't.
Either I fly my way or you fly your way. Okay? So you're a champ and I'm kind of a champ as well.
Oh,
So this is fun.
hold on. a
I
second.
thought that was
Hold
kind
on.
of fun.
Mom, can you do me a favor? Just one quick favor. Can you go into that room? Right? You know the thing where I got the helicopter on and that? There's a thing that's called Hoyman's. A couple books. Can you bring one out? Bring one out. And Mike Green, this is what we like about old Mike Green. He called me the other day, and I appreciate that. Mike, don't worry. One thing we never do, Mike, because we care about all of our buyers and our participants and our pigeon friends. Now remember, I might not be friends with you every day of the week because we all are in competition and I want to beat most of your asses when I fly. But again, I want to thank everybody for tuning on here, coming. We're waiting for my mom because I know what Mike's thinking. I know what Mike is thinking. You find it, Ma? Red, they're red, yeah. Now, a few people, I can't remember who gets these and who doesn't. I just need one, but okay. Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Thank
Mike
you.
Green. There is your Hoyman's autographed. And you know what I will do? I'm going to just switch this over. I hope there's nothing.
Don't crinkle the pages, Ryan.
Lion.
Don't crinkle them.
All right, here we go. Let's rotation the shit. Let's just see. There's the autograph of the Hoyman's catalog. And you see all the lofts.
She's so virgin. She's never been laid. You see that?
Yeah, and I don't want to crinkle all the pages.
She's never been laid before. Now she's getting laid.
And you see their empire of Hoyman's lofts. There's Jan Hoyman's. There's Beauty Harry. And again, Mike Green, you will get this. We are going to go back to Hoyman's.
Wait, you missed some pages.
I'm not really caring about missing the pages, but I just wanted to show the people this is what you get when you get to Europe. And you see the quality of the pigeons in the book. I've got, I think, 7 of these books. And I think Mike Green was the winner. But when we do the Hoyman's sale, we are going to have these that will get to all the buyers. But you take a look at the quality in the booklet, eh? Isn't it nice? Take a look. All color.
Wow, look at the pupil on that eye. That's incredible.
Small, nice little pupil, small and tight.
God.
And again, if the hairy birds aren't for you, hey, they're not for you. But they do win. And a lot of people have had a lot of success. But there you see it. So let me rotation this back over. But there's that Hoyman's book.
Ooh,
Beautiful book. I mean, it is nice.
very nice.
And again, I will hold that up. There it is. Again, if you want to go visit go to www.janhoymanspigeons.com. He's from the Netherlands. A lot of good results with the pigeons. People are quite happy. Any more questions? You got to give them time and different mates. Yes. But there's your catalog. So Mike Green, I'm going to make a note of that Mike Green gets that catalog. Mike, thank you for reminding me. He did win it. But nice catalog. And don't ruin the pages. Don't let your kids ruin them because, you know.
That's a collector's item.
Yeah, it's autographed. I mean, who's Jan Hoymans? I don't know. If we take him to China, you won't get. I mean, I go to take him into Belgium. You can't get 50 feet from him, and people just swarm him. So he's kind of like what's a good singer?
I'm pretty good.
Oh, Ricky 7th. Yes, still waiting for my Leaf Ribbons book and Brian 2. Michael Peeler and Brian 2. AM Beater, ha ha ha. M Beater. I am better. I am better. Hey guys, look at this. Yeah, Ricky fell off the ladder.
Yeah.
Alfred and guys, just to tell you, Hoymans is a big loft producing a lot of pigeons. Alfred's is a small loft. But guys, just to tell you, Alfred is the only loft in all of the Netherlands that has a first national and an Olympiad winner. You got to give credit where credit is due. Is he better than Hoymans? They're different. Hoymans is a bigger machine. But Alfred has got the small touch. It's him and his father, small group of pigeons, hands-on. Okay? Again, take a look at Ferrari and look at Ford. Ford put out good vehicles. So does Ferrari. Ferrari produces a lot less, but super quality. You gave me one. Yes, Frank. Yes, I noticed. Noticed you removed the marketplace on your site. Is there no interest? No. All right. Well, we'll make sure we get the books out to you again, guys. If you did win the book, and I can't remember because, again, sometimes I get tied up. But it's, I've got, what do I got? 7 of them? I think I have 7 of them. 6 or 7. So, Brian, you're going to get one. We are going to get one to Mike Green. And the rest, I'm going to hold. And maybe I'll give one away next time at Hoymans. Will you have a young bird auction for your race? Did you guys enjoy the young bird auction? That's the question. And another question is, if you do enjoy it, what type of birds do you want me to get? All right. Well, I'll have to ask Lee if he mailed them or if he didn't, because when I go, I can just pick them up. It's not a big deal. We'll get it taken care of. Ken, it's hard. It's hard playing the game. Hoymans is a good flyer. And again, Alfred's not gonna lie. He is a good flyer. He's a good flyer. He's got the money, he's got the birds, he's got the resources. And you know what?
I think the key thing, what you're saying is,
getting
it
results.
doesn't matter about the money. It doesn't matter about the birds. It matters about the person flying. A good flyer. You can have all the money in the world.
And hold on.
And you can have all the birds in the world. But if you haven't got this to make the birds work, you haven't got zero. You have zero.
And I think Rosedale Loft, he makes a good point of this. And we do forget this. When the lofts start to get bigger and the guys get bigger commercial, okay? And again, this is a lot more commercial.
Right.
When you produce 20,000 of these books, you go price this out. Guys, you have to remember, photos like this, okay, they're anywhere between 25 and 40 euros a photo. Then you've got the nice cardstock, the nice paper. You've got to have all these birds. You're starting to produce. These big lofts, they do go to the small lofts, like your Alfreds, and they go look for that Olympic Henny. They go look for that super pigeon to bring in, to pair to a Harry, to pair to a Kittle. They go out and they purchase those pigeons. They look at the small lofts, and what I call it is, it's like the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees, they get all the money and all the best players, but they wait for the Oakland A's to develop some young kid that was worth nothing, that was a seventh rounder, that all of a sudden became a superstar. And as soon as he became a superstar, the New York Yankees knock on the Oakland A's door, knock, 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 and say, we're going to be buying him off you for $140 million. And then the Oakland A's, they can't keep him, so they lose him. And number one, they're selling them, they're making money. Oh. I am not selling an Ahoymans. I am not sailing at Ahoymans. He's not selling Ahoymans. Alfred, you don't have to worry about Hoymans. Remember, Jan Hoymans is Jan Hoymans and you're Alfred. Remember, what do you have different than him? Olympiada, National. Done. That's it. Small loft. Small loft. Big results. What else we got here? We're on an hour and 36 minutes, man. Once my drink's over, it's done. We're getting close. But again, we'll have to, again, I hate giving stuff away. If people don't get it, that pisses me off. So if Lee didn't mail that out, Peebler, I'll have to figure that out and get to it. I hate that. The same thing. I hate sometimes people give something free and you forget. And I'm the worst for it. You know, you give something away. I'd rather give something away than have the people bother me, so I make note, remember to give it. Head to head for sure. I don't know what head to head means, but Brian, get me the catalogs and I will mail them. Yes, Tracy. Okay, not a problem. Oh, Mike Green, I'm looking forward to getting, and that's one great thing about Tracy. She's easy.
I'd like to say thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that is great that she does do that. It's a pain in the problem with being in Canada is if I mail that catalog, it costs like $40, and then it has to go through customs, and you got to put some stupid bullshit with it. So,
and then it takes a month to get there.
Yeah, a month to get there. Oh yeah, it's 6 weeks. But thanks, Tracy. You're the best. I'm looking forward to getting my Alfred birds. Who knows? Maybe more. I wish I could meet him, but I gotta work.
Hey, everybody's sick once or twice a year. Come on, toothache, headache, flu. Whatever.
And again, if any of you Americans can't come to it and you're going to be in Niagara Falls, we're going to take Alfred Niagara Falls to see the falls and visit a pigeon guy in Niagara in the Canadian side.
So what, on the Buffalo side?
No.
You can actually wave to him?
On the other side of the falls.
Yeah. That's
you know what? I got an idea. We'll bring pigeons to the falls to release them. If you're an American and you get to the Buffalo, you're on that side. You can let birds go at the same time and we'll wait. Have we done the Hedgie Heart Award? Man, we haven't done the Hedgie Heart Award. You know what? It's too... Okay. Maybe we should do the Hedgie Heart Award next week. Again, I just don't see how Storm Chaser doesn't win it.
Who's getting it? The Grizzle that you sat on?
Listen.
Or Jerry.
No, Jerry's a piece of shit.
And
no, Jerry's a piece of shit.
You should see Jerry now in the loft.
I don't care.
Holy jumping.
Listen,
he's
how does he feel in the hands?
Like this in one eye. When he flies on the side.
Can I
tell you, he'll fight in that loft, man. Nobody screws with him. Boom.
Hold on a second. But Jerry is not the Grizzle was actually dead for 3.5 minutes.
Well, thank God I was there. And I just
you rescued him.
I
was going to put him into the ground.
about 2 seconds, you're ready to say, "Oh, finish him off quick."
Why don't you guys participate in any OLRs? They can't be all bad. Actually, I'm gonna not lie to you. No, there's good one law races. There are good ones out there. And Antonio, I'm not here to. It costs money, and I got to test the pigeons. You know, I don't want to just send pigeons out. We haven't had the time, and I don't believe we have the pigeons. We got okay, but we haven't put the time into it. Again, we're focusing on running a one-law race. We're focusing on importing pigeons. Okay, we're focusing on quarantining or importing, auctioning these top pigeons, and spending time with the breeders. There's only so many things that we can do, and I'm going to tell you, there's 3 of us. Leah didn't come on the show today because she's putting in time doing 2 whole auctions. You guys don't. We just don't have the time, and sometimes I think at the end of the day. You ask him. You come in the house and want to show me a pigeon. What do I say to you?
You say, "I'm a good loft manager." That's what you say.
No, but what do I say?
You know,
what do I say to you?
I know exactly
What do
you're
I
saying.
say?
You're saying,
Don't
you
bring
haven't
it in. I'm
"No,
tired.
but I'm a good loft manager."
You
So
fucking-
I always like that. And you gotta say one thing: we don't go in one-off races, but we did this year prove that one of our birds
we had,
in the group,
You had 3 good birds.
three good birds.
Three
I'm
good
not
birds.
bragging. Okay, now I'm gonna brag.
4.
4
3 or 4. 3 or 4.
in the R&R loft. And
4.
this-
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You had the one. You had the one for Cam Van Troba and
Okay.
Gagora that won a couple $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You had Fergie, that was average speed and master breeder bird.
Right.
And I think you had one other one. I can't remember who, but it was a fairly good pigeon.
So that's enough to me in here to
But-
prove this is the proven work
Right.
from the start of flying till the finish.
We do want to get into flying one law races. We have an idea of what we want to do. But for me to unleash this idea on what we're going to do, it's going to take my breeders in Europe. It's going to take. There's a few ideas that I have. Again, it's just I'm not at the point yet. Maybe next year, maybe I'll go in one. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll pick one race next year. We'll try one race for fun. We'll look at all the races and pick our favorite one. We'll put a team of 5 in and try it out.
You got to do the work.
Well, we got to look, and again, it's just very hard. It's very tiring when you're looking at 1,500 every time. It gets tiring. Polson Lahoff was undefeated this year in young birds in our local club. Question for you, Jordan. You're from Colorado. Here's a great question. In your local club and combine, how many people participate? How big is your local club and how big is your combine in Colorado? That's what I'm wondering. And guys, wherever you are writing from,
Who was the famous singer in Colorado?
John Denver.
Yeah, can you sing it?
No,
You can.
I can't. I can't sing it.
Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. Right?
Don't look at me.
Then
Why do you look at me and giggle?
Then he crashed his aircraft into a tree.
oh, Ricky. Yeah, guys,
Colorado, a lot of snow there.
Hey guys, if your club or combine, and I mean unless you have a big club, but if your combine wants to host a Feathers Elite Pigeon auction, you let me know. Wherever you are in the United States or Canada, you let me know. Again, if a club has 10 members, it can't work. You guys have 40, 50 members, 60 members, 100 members, let us know. Again, we like to promote the different clubs and the combines. I think that's great. That's why I asked Jordan. I wonder in Colorado, how many people are in his club and his combine. Interesting. And I know when I said Colorado, you were going to bring that shit. And again, you look at my hair. You look at my hair.
What I would do with you,
What?
I would comb my hair forward because we can see your receding hairline.
Ricky, you're all about this receding hairline, but remember, I have a hairline. You don't.
Yeah, but it's receding. It's
Yeah,
like a forest fire going.
Oh,
You know
LOL.
what we can do in your
Look,
forehead?
Mike-
We can put a lot of tattoo on your forehead, man.
Wait, LOL. Over the road, truck drivers don't that option. Oh, yeah, over the road. Okay. Don't forget Laguna. Yeah, there's another one, guys. In the Pioneer Master Breeder auction, the average speed bird, Laguna from Ian Sybil,
Oh, yeah.
is going to be up for grabs. And Ricky, you flew that pigeon.
I flew that bird. I was the loft manager. Amazing pigeon right from the beginning. I seen that pigeon come right off the sand,
Off the sand,
right onto a stump perch.
all the way up.
It stayed there all year long.
Well, you only had stump perches.
No, but it picked one stump and stayed there
Well, and I'm going
all
to.
year long, right off the sand. A lot of times when the sun came out, that bird was
Hey.
lying in the sand, sunbathing,
Fun fact.
doing all that.
Fun fact.
Yes.
The pigeon beat every pigeon. Premier was on. It beat 400 pigeons.
Yeah.
The second place pigeon was an hour and 35 minutes behind it. So you had a pigeon in 13 races that beat the second place pigeon by 1 hour and 35 minutes.
That pigeon used to sit on my knee when I was feeding.
Hey, Jordan Poulsen says we are also third national AU champion loft. Guys, I told you. Pioneer Club, the family show. What we're doing here. Take a look. You got a good American loft here. Jordan Poulsen. Jordan, you didn't answer the question, though. Don't forget about the plugger line. We didn't put any of the plug. Now, here's a question. Did you guys want me to put any pluggers in the Pioneer auction? What are you going to do with pluggers? You want to just get the dustbin out? Or should we auction them off?
But that's a strain I have now.
Yes,
It's going to be a strain in 5 years. You won't be able to buy it for no money in the world
Ricky,
from me.
I'm going to tell you something. You keep it up.
I'm sorry.
When will you cross?
But I worked my hair off my head to fly the pigeon, okay?
Ian gave me the same way bread. What a dandy. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Frank, is it a dandy or is Laguna the dandy? I always say, take the birds that do the work. Free ones are
Can't
good.
see the forest for the trees.
Ricky, guys, I'm going to tell you this. He keeps ripping me and tearing me down. Take a look at that mane. Look at it. It's amazing. It's incredible. I look fantastic.
You got more forehead than hair.
Listen, you have all forehead up to here, Ricky 7. Look at my forehead's here.
Yeah.
Look. What's the difference? Look at the camera. It's okay, boy.
Yeah.
Anyways. And again, guys, if you ask Ian, 90% of the birds from the Van Reets.
He's got stables.
The Stables, the Marco Mattises.
Yeah.
The Dennis Sapaz, he was crazy about them. Great results. One great thing about Ian, I like watching Ian buy pigeons. He buys them the way I would. He really goes through them, and he looks for the heaviest hitting pigeons, and he's not afraid to go to the distance to get them. He's not looking for the average. He's looking for the cream of the crop. Frank, I know the one you got was good, but the one that we got in the sales. Wait. Not much better. Hammy McIntyre says you can't have hair and brains. Hammy. Can't have hair and
So you
brains.
can't have hair and brains. So if you had less hair, you
Yeah.
got more brains. And you got to have earlobes.
Yeah, he's got this thing with these fucking earlobes. This is all he goes on about. You gotta have earlobes. My earlobes are fused, his are unfused.
There you go.
The reason why your earlobes were unfused is because you were a bad kid and your mother dragged you around.
All the pigeon men, good ones, have earlobes. Everybody's going like this now. What the hell is he talking about?
And guys, this is the first year that Ian didn't put birds in champion points. And the only bird he didn't, the reason he didn't get a bird in champion points was because Whiplash crapped the bed on the last race. And isn't it funny? Last year, Ian on the last race with an ace pigeon crapped the bed, but he still won some money.
Yeah.
He managed, but he got screwed out. Bird went into the wrong loft. Regardless, Ian's birds are real good. And we've got Whiplash that's going to be in the sale. And what did Ian say to me? Ryan, I bought a bird off of the Marco Mattis off the 19-year-old cock. He said, Ryan, what a pigeon.
Wow.
Off a 19-year-old cock. And I was there. I met Marco Mattis. I went up into the second story there. And in the little section, here was the 19-year-old cock. Marco Mattis, Golden Doif winner out of Germany. Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions this year. So, guys, you're going to be able to buy, if you purchase Whiplash, you are going to be able to buy directly from Marco Mattis to go with that. Whiplash is a hen, gay-pied hen, the best gay-pied of the season, might I add. Brian Mansker, guys who have full heads of hair are lovers. Guys that have no hair or thinkers or thinkers. Guys that have partial hair just think they are lovers.
I got one to say.
Go ahead, Ricky Seven.
I'm not going to say it.
You can say whatever you want, but remember one thing.
This is a family show.
So remember one thing. Before you say what you're going to say, I want you to remember this. Do you remember what happened at 318 miles?
No.
Do you remember? Do you remember as you stood there and watched me just ground and pound you
We're
into the
not
ground?
talking about that. We're talking about people with hair.
Yeah. Well,
By the way,
it took my
If you
kind of hair to
Take your
get that
beard
result.
off.
Ricky, you're just jealous. You can't even grow a nice beard like this. You know what you look like? Rubbish. You guys have been flying for 40 years. Yeah, we've been flying for 40 years. What does that mean, flying for 40 years?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, you're flying for 40 years, but I don't know. Again, you're asking me, are we going to go into one-off races? Yeah, I want to, but there's a plan of how I want to do it and a certain way I want to do it. I don't want to just go into one-off races myself. I want to go into the one-off races with the breeders that I represent. What about the whites?
I want to have the proof of one loft race.
There's going to be one white in the sale.
Icelandic white,
One Eastlantica.
not East. Icelandic.
Icelandic.
Right.
I did grade it and looked at it. It was all right.
Don't be jealous.
Are you going to give a
Don't be
pedigree or no?
jealous. I will. It's going to be $1,000 after the price.
So that means no pedigree. But she's not a bad hen. Vents are a little softer, but overall, it's all right.
Don't knock it.
I'm not knocking it. I just told you.
A lot of pigeons couldn't beat that bird.
It did do 13 races.
Yeah, 1,300%.
And how much? You started with 35 whites, and you finished
No, 36.
36, and you finished with what?
14.
14. And out of them, you handled, and the one you picked.
I picked one bird that I would feel is the best in the hands, that I would be proud of, and that bird did 13 races.
13 races. And again, it's a tricky feat to do races and 5 hotspot races and all the training and the sickness and everything else.
I'd be proud of a bird that did 13 races and handles very nicely. A bird that did 11 maybe handled a little bit better, but this bird here did that job.
ICO.
Right.
Alfred, what does ICO mean? Frank, what does that mean? Is that Dutch?
ICO.
Brian Mansker says good evening. Again, guys, you know what I liked about this show this evening?
Okay, I don't want you to cut off the person about the Icelandic white. Okay, so let's keep dwelling on that.
Dwelling on that is, you keep looking at my hair. You're jealous. I get it. You got your ass beat and handed to you. Oh, and by the way, in the 13 races, I won 8 of them.
Without me,
I
you
won
wouldn't-
8 of them.
Without me, you wouldn't be here.
I won 8 of them. 8 of them. I just want to tell you that. I won 7 of them. 7 because Twisted Sister won 1 and you won the other, whatever it was. But you did pretty good. You know what I will say, Rick?
I know you had some of your birds in my law for 2 months and they won and you took the credit.
No, I didn't. You're so full of shit.
2 or 3 months.
No, you're
You're in
so
my
full
law.
of,
I
you're
told
full
you,
of
I said,
shit.
see that one? He's in my
Every
law.
win I got was
Yeah, we'll get it out. We'll get it out. Yeah, all of a sudden,
because what you were doing was you opened up your chutes to power chutes.
Was there for
Until
3 months.
until I went to the power chute system as well.
Was there for 3
Hold
months.
on.
Next year, if
Hold
it
on.
comes in my loft, automatically.
Yeah. Well, hey,
Done.
when I do the
I'm
power
not like
when I
that.
do the power shoot next year, you'll see how many I get. I play one. Okay, wait, Cole, you want to play one love races, Alfred, and this is what I thought. We're going to start representing our breeders. I've got to start talking to the breeders. I already a few. They like what we're thinking. We want to get our breeders into the one loft races here in North America.
Excuse me.
But again, we're going to give them a list of the lofts that we think are worth flying in. And that's that. They can pick, and we're going to go from there. You know, how about a plugger go with the Icelandic white? Like it's a matched pair.
Ooh.
She's a hen. You know you could put her to.
I know what you're thinking of.
I know.
I got a nice
Color of War, the black cock.
black cock, and I got a nice blue bar cock as well.
We got to look at which one was which. We couldn't make that a matched pair. That's like pairing real shit to shit.
Ooh, that'd be real good. I'm telling you, that Icelandic white hen, she's got a real flat head.
Eastlantica.
She's inbred. I know her whole background. Right, I can go back 40 years on a pedigree.
And still
And
see the
that
round head.
No. With that, I know what they're trying to say. Okay, let's go with that.
I
You get
can't.
the black cock, black checker cock,
Clock? The black checker clock.
black checky cock.
Color of War. Oh, hold
I got a
on.
nice
We
blue
got
bar cock.
questions. We got questions. Hold on.
Or
If you put a pigeon, if you put pigeon shit on your head, your hair will grow. That's not true. He's got pigeon shit on the top of his head already.
hey, let me say one thing. If you buy the Icelandic white hen for $1,500, the hen must stay here, and I will make that right directly to Plugger.
The plugger itself.
And we'll have
Hold
a
on.
video.
Why don't instead of getting rid of Plugger's son, why don't we get rid of Plugger himself, like the original
Oh.
Plugger?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see.
Okay.
You know what is going to be.
Those Plugger young ones. What do we get left of them? 3 or 4
Yeah,
out of 7.
Out of 7.
They beat
Fucking
how many?
wax of pigeons.
350 birds. 400 birds.
Wax of pigeons. Wax.
They beat them, man. Beat them.
Again,
Huh.
I still say the Carboni hen is the way to
Oh,
go.
you say no. Last year I made it up to another hen, a less hen than Carboni. 100%, 50%, right from one race right to the end. Plus, 3 300-mile races and a 263 mile. Bang, bang, bang. Week after week. I got that hand. I got
you,
it right here.
you keep flying them out of Plugger, and guess what? You have fun.
Guess what?
Hey, you having fun yet?
You can't even put earrings on your friggin' ears. Because you can't
Listen,
hang them.
do I look like a guy that will wear earrings?
Mine?
The last
Put
guy,
earrings on here.
the last guy that wore earrings that I knew, I knocked him right out. Something wasn't right with him. But anyways, fun show. You guys were great tonight. You guys had the
Had a good time.
again. Jordan Polson didn't come up with his answer. So guys, next week's question is going to be when you come on. Let me know the size of your club and the size of your combine. And if your combine would like to host a Feathers Elite Pigeon auction, that'd be kind of nice. I want to see how many places want us to come. But on that note, I think we've been on for 2 hours, man. We did really well. We were on pretty much at 8:32. Great show tonight. Next time, you guys will. Next Monday, you're going to see me. I'll be here, not here, but I'll be in Europe. And we start to go to Europe. You guys will follow me along. I'm going to do some. I tried that and it did not work. Hammy McIntyre put pigeon shit on his head, but that didn't work. Ricky's got pigeon shit always on his hair and his head, and it never works. It's actually
This here,
is
believe it, man. When you're younger, take a word of advice. Don't do too many U-turns under the covers because this is what happens. Ha ha.
Good show tonight. Good night, boys. Looking forward to December's auction. Good luck. Again, guys, if you are watching, tune into Feathers Elite Pigeon Auction, the YouTube channel. Okay, go just Facebook, YouTube. Go on that. You guys are going to see me in Europe. I'm going to do daily Facebook shows. I'm going to be at different lofts, knocking on doors, saying hi to people. Follow me along the way. Thanks for your support, guys. Hey, from Jamaica, Ricky.
If the Icelandic hen reaches $1,500, I will. You muted me.
No, I didn't.
I will give as a gift
A gift.
the first young one raised from Plugger last year, hatched February the 2nd. Dark checker cock.
You're going to give it free.
I will put that in free, but the hen has to reach $1,500.
Okay.
And you will get a treat, and I want you to personally make that pair together. You will see what will happen.
You know what they say, guys? You will see if SHITFLY.
It's not shit.
Hey, guys.
That cock, he went all this year, all 8 races.
Ricky.
That black
Ricky.
checker cock.
Ricky.
And
I think we might have to check if you have brain damage with all that air getting in your head.
No.
I'm Ryan from the Pioneer Village. That's Ricky. I'm going to go on a weight loss program for the next few weeks. I got to lose weight big time, man. I'm like a baby Huey here.
You're getting there?
I'm getting there. Thanks for flying with us. Bon voyage. You guys will see me.
We're having a great time. We love
communication. We're gonna talk.
Very nice.
We're gonna talk pigeons next week, guys. We're just wrapping it up here now. We had a little fun here.
Keep going. You can't keep going.
No, we're gonna wrap it up, man. Whoa, shit!
Nope.
All of a sudden, we got a whole bunch. Oh, hold on. I wanted to get to this. Good night, all. Your sister was on fire last week. Very passionate. Yes, she was. Our club has 8 lofts, and no one gets along long enough to fly the combine, but has about 35 lofts. Hey, guys,
Oh, wow.
from New Jersey, 35 lofts. That's pretty
Pretty
good. Jordan, good job. Thanks for getting back to us on that. All right. I'm done.
All I'm going to say is you guys don't get along. That's pigeon flying. That's competition. Just take it with a grain of salt. When a guy says, you're nothing but this, you're nothing but that, and then, I mean, I've been in clubs where guys actually they take their shirts right off to the skin and they want a fist fight in the club. And the next week they come back, so everything's okay. You know, so that's part of you know, what about
Can I just
what about hockey teams?
I
When
know.
a guy-
Can
when a
I
guy's fighting.
just end this here? Just guys, you're gonna follow me along. I wish I could organize it and do a combine. Oh, don't worry, Jordan, you're gonna get there. It's important birds finish the wing well. I think there's some questions coming in from earlier, so I'm not gonna get past there.
Okay.
Safe trip. You guys are gonna come with me. So starting tomorrow, you guys are gonna be with me at the airport when I land in Belgium. We're gonna get the rental car. You guys are gonna come along.
Mhm.
That's all I gotta say with that. I'll see you guys in Europe. That's Ricky. I'm Ryan. Alfred, I'll see you soon.